Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager 2023, episode number 18. As the finances are getting better and better, it's finally time to start reinvesting not just in infrastructure, but in other areas of what it is we are doing here. And it's time to expand the staff. I've made a single expansion so far in the hiring of a physio, which that one worked out on the financial side fairly well, but it's time to bring in our first trainer. Right now, uni is overworked and needs to cut back a little bit to be more effective. One of the key areas that I love to train first and foremost is the physicals, so we need to hire a physical trainer. I've gone through the list of trainers that their specialty is physical attributes, the whole list. None of them were interested in signing with us because either they're not US based and they don't want to move to the US, at least not with someone of our low reputation, or they just straight up didn't like our low reputation. And then we come across this one of the better ones out there, an experienced 7 of 9 quality trainer here. Monthly wage, I don't know what it's going to be like. It's probably going to be pretty expensive, and it might be too expensive, but let's see. 5 seasons? Sure, no problem. Patience is very low, which means actually our signing chances are quite poor. We can bump up the signing bonus to make them happy. A couple thousand right now is nothing long term. Monthly wage of 5K is a lot. There's a lot, but of this type of quality, once you spread her out amongst training for a few different athletes, we're talking about some high quality. We're gonna have to bump it up though. I mean, that's the only way. Her patience is like not there. She's happy, but she's not happy. She's still not happy, so she may not sign. Meanwhile, as we're drawing close to the end of the season, we've got a couple more 300 levels and one more junior tournament. Of course, if you remember from last time, if you didn't see the last episode, quick recap. We are sitting out the seniors the rest of the year. Our ranking is more than fine. We're trying to focus on the juniors, but really we're trying to focus on development as much as possible and keeping just enough junior tournaments going along the way, hoping to find some success in juniors that we still have yet to find. We made a semifinal at Wimbledon, but otherwise we have not had much success at all, and still 0 wins this year in the juniors. Here, we're a 3 seed for this one in Nanjing. Really lucked out on draw. We've had some hard draws, even for 300 level of late, and this was an easy first and second round, only losing a single game in the 4 sets that we've played so far in this tournament, and favorable for this quarterfinal matchup as well. We do lose a few more games this time, but it was still incredibly comfortable. 63% of the points won. Efremova has made one finals spot. For this other one, it's Valentova again. Valentova, who was ranked 7th, beat us in the semis at Wimbledon, is now ranked 3rd and is the 2 seed for this one. And we are once again the top 2 that remain. I would assume she won at Wimbledon. Probably did. Yes, she won Wimbledon Junior. So she did go on to win it after beating us. Our 4th time facing her, and it's our 4th time losing head-to-head with Valentova. 2-6, 6-3, 5-7, 48% of the points won. It's super close yet again, but no epic 3-set, all going to tiebreaker this time. No tiebreakers, but still a close loss. -4 on winners, +4 on unforced errors, but just not able to do what we needed to do. Breakpoints saved could have been one of the keys of the match. Wow, Ayala is gonna sign. We have our trainer. It's an expensive one. It's a high quality one. This is well over what we should be able to sign. It is going to cost us more on a monthly basis, but she's going to really help us improve more rapidly, get more out of our training sessions. Ayala comes in with a good balance for movement and physical abilities, and then a decent mental, which makes her a 4-star physical trainer. We can put her in 3 assignments, but unfortunately her second best is tactical and mental. By the time we hire a second athlete, we could put her in the physical and then the tactical and mental for them, and that would give her 3 for now. So we will get her additional assignments, but for now it's just the one assignment. Though I suppose it's not going to hurt to throw her in and back up technical training in the short term to give maybe a little more boost to that, as Uni is still overworked by 1. 3 is the maximum you can do without losing efficiency. Next up, we need to start scouting, and so we're going to try to hire a recruiter. However, recruiters are going to give you the information you need, it's just how long it takes. So we're going to go for a bare minimum beginning novice so that we can underpay. And in doing so, it's going to help save some money. Later on, we can hire some better scouts. Patience is already high enough. I don't think we can or need to bump it up at all. So we'll keep this at a minimum. Give her what she's asking for. And we don't have all day, all month, all week, all year, whatever the case may be. We don't have a long time to find a target. We're going to have to get through scouting quickly with a few selected ones and make a decision awfully quick. So the best way to do that is to jump into the junior rankings, find someone who's not already a part of an academy, and go for the younger riders. So Thurman, I will start to evaluate her. Looks like I'm going to have to wait another day. There's kind of a delay before your scout actually gets started. But we'll start with evaluating her and a couple others like her, and then propose a contract to someone soon after. We're going to need an agent as well to help with the contracts. And sponsors. Clarice could get some sponsors, and we don't have any. Game can be weird about tournaments every once in a while. You don't sign up for one, you refuse invites, and then all of a sudden you have tournaments on your schedule that you didn't plan for, that you didn't execute and accept for an invite to or anything like that. This is one of those cases. We have a 250 senior tournament. It's the last one I've looked through again. It's the last one that's showing up. I never accepted. I never registered for this. But here it is. Sabalenka in the second round is a great opportunity to get our butts handed to us and get knocked out early. But at 118th in the rankings, I'm nervous about getting any points at all here. And improving our spot, making the round of 16, is worth 30 points. Let's hope we lose in the first round and claim just a single point in this one. Whew. Okay. Oh, Nagunye. So Nagunye has knocked us off in the first round. 1-6, 4-6. Thank you. Thank you very much. We did not need to be claiming points here. Back to our 300s and our sequence of failures. Can we right the ship? Down to 6th in the rankings, 3rd seed at this one. Certainly a favorable second round, manageable first round, and we're looking at not too hard quarterfinal. Pretty good path towards the semis. We'll see what happens. Emerson Jones is here, though. She's a tough one, tough nut to crack when it comes to the juniors these days, and we would face her in the semis if we, or presumably, if we both get that far. A comfortable first round, more challenging second round, but the third round, the quarterfinal, 20th ranked opponent. How do we keep facing the 20th ranked opponent again and again and again and again and again? This is our 5th time beating Hamilton, though. Did take a tiebreaker in the first set, was fairly close in the second set. Serves were definitely in our favor. Winners -4, but unforced errors +5. And the top 4 seeds all make it to the semis. The 4th one, Efremova, is just 12th in the rankings. We are 6th, but the number 1 and number 2 ranked juniors are both here, both in the semis. It's going to be incredibly difficult tournament to try to win at this point, as you beat one, you're not likely to beat both. You're not likely to beat either, really, as they are definitely ahead of where we're at. We are somewhere between that 5th and 6th rank proper in the juniors, but we keep coming up against those top ones, or that one who one or two who keep beating us head to head. So it's a tough path. It's actually our first time going up against Emerson Jones. She's in excellent form. We are not after that first round exit. It is considered balanced. We are close enough that we are in neutral territory, but she is still better in terms of quality than what we have. And in our first ever matchup, Jones has knocked us off in a close one, 4-6, 5-7. She had 5 aces. We had nothing. Only -5 on the winners, though. -8 on the unforced errors. It's still not a lot, but Emerson Jones definitely has better quality, and it just about showed up. Breakpoint saved helped us out a little bit. We saved 4 out of 7 that we faced, but she only ever faced 1. That random senior tournament we were in, all we had to do was qualify for one higher level tournament to get that 4th and final objective of the year, and that was the higher level tournament. So it did mean we achieved all of our goals for Thurman for this year, so 100% there. That'll keep her happy. Our form is neutral right now as we go to enter the World Cup group stage. Thurman is now 3 stars as a talent and does have that full maximum potential now, and continues to progress. The mental is better than it was, the net play is better than it was, but both are still lagging behind everything else. Forehand is also just a little bit below everything. You can kind of see that portion of the web we're at right now is where you hit 13s for things. And speaking of the physicals that I was working on, the 12s that were approaching 13s, they are all now 13s. So I am very happy with where we are at physically in terms of training, other than stamina needing a point or two. It is getting close on its own to a 9 at 80, almost 80% right now. So just a little bit further, one session could push that up to a 9. But it's the mental that I'm working on right now. I want to get the positioning to a 13. Heavy focus training over the last couple of weeks on that one has brought it from a 10 to an 11 and halfway towards a 12. Little ways to go to make that a 13. And in the meantime, we'll see what happens with the technicals. There's a lot that are more than halfway towards their next attribute point. So you could see probably by the time I hit a 13 with positioning, we'll have gained a few points at least in the technicals. I might have gotten that 9 in stamina by that point, and so I'll kind of have a decision to make once I reach that on what comes next. But we definitely, outside of stamina, do not need to work on the physicals anytime soon. Thurman is now the top ranked junior in the US, and we are ranked number 2 in the Junior World Cup at this stage. So our group is the US, Argentina, Czech Republic, and Ukraine. All of the other US juniors have yet to even participate in the tournament for them. Thurman is actually the only experienced one and has a perfect 3-0 record. Let's hope we go up against some favorable matchups so that we can continue in our winning ways. The US finishes second in the group. Czech Republic has won. They went undefeated 3-0. US went 2-1, +3 in matches, +5 in sets. First match was against Ukraine, winning 2-1 in the singles. Thurman 6-0, 6-2. Sweeping Argentina 3-0. Thurman plays the second single and wins 6-0, 6-0 on that one. Quite comfortable. But losing to the Czech Republic, Thurman gets the only win. So it was 1-2, and Thurman squeezes out her set. She wins 6-4 in the first set, 6-7 losing on the tiebreaker, and then 6-3. But it is enough. Valentova was not our opponent. It could have been Valentova. That might have been a very different affair had we gone head-to-head. Thurman so far has always been selected as a singles opponent. Now 6-0 lifetime at the World Cup. That should be qualification. I think your 8 top 4s or top 2s, your 4 groups, top 2 in each group, should mean 8 moving on to the actual finals. At least I believe that's how the selection worked. in which case we would be through to it. The very next week is the Junior Grand Slam of the US Open. We are currently 5th in the rankings and the 5 seed here. The round of 16 potential matchup is against Efremova, who we have had some challenges with, currently ranked 9th. First round is a win, 6-1, 6-1. Second round against Sonobe. Sonobe beat us last time we went head-to-head. Still ranked relatively low. We are 1-1 all time. This time we come out on top, 6-2, 6-1. Definitely in better form entering this one, so let's hope that translates into a deep run. Korneva in the round of 16, 33rd is her rank, unseeded here, but only 1-3 all time against Korneva. Make that 1-4. We are knocked out on the early side in this US Open, 6-3, 6-7, almost coming out in the tiebreaker to win it, and then falling apart from there and losing 4-6 in the decisive third set. 49% of points, nearly there, but just not quite. The unforced errors, +1. The winners, -6. Breakpoints saved, very much to our advantage, and yet still can't come away with it. We've got 4 tournaments left for the entire year now. We have a 300 level in a couple of weeks. That's just to keep us fresh, and one last shot at a 300 level. It's going to be the last time we ever participate in a 300 level junior tournament, win or lose. Last chance to win one. We have a 500 level tournament after that. A couple weeks later is the junior finals. At this point, we clearly qualify for that, and no reason to think that we would drop out of the top 8 at this point, as 8 qualify. And then the World Cup finals. Do we qualify? Did we make the Junior World Cup finals? We did. 8 teams do qualify. So we are in. Okay, 4 tournaments, 3 big ones. Each one gets progressively bigger as we go through. Interesting to see how that will play out, and that will play out in our next episode, as that's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.